Robe is on location in Pamplona, Spain, with lighting designer Nicolas Fischtel. How do you know this amazing location?
November 2021. It was my first time here, and actually with the same company that I'm working right now here.
The same dance company? The
same dance company, Metamorphosis, correct. And it was a show, it was a very interesting piece because it was a kind of experimental thing. Choreography process was different because students from other specialities not related to dance were involved in the process. And actually the show got 2 Max Awards, which are the Spanish theater awards. One for best choreography and second one best lighting.
Which
last June.
That's fantastic. So yes, I should say in my interview, you are an award-winning a multi-award-winning lighting designer.
Thank you.
So that's good. Let's just look back a little bit and talk about when you first got interested in doing lighting and why. Was there an initial spark? Was there something that happened, a eureka moment?
Well, I come from a theater family.
Okay.
So I've been in theater for all my life.
So your parents, what were they doing?
Yeah, my parent was an actor and my mother was still is a playwright. So theater world was always in me. And I really wanted to do sound because I love music and I wanted to be a sound engineer. And my first years I did that for a living, very young. But suddenly light came across and I fell in love.
Excellent. And what was your path from that moment to becoming a professional?
At that time, mid-80s, it was not possible to study here in Spain, to be trained in lighting. And I wanted to get well prepared to do it. So I had to find out my way to go abroad to learn. And I went to London and I applied for the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts, RADA. And I was lucky they admit me. So there I went. First to London and then I went to continue my studies. So I went to the USA, to the Yale School of Drama.
So obviously there was you fresh out of university. Was there a significant first project or a lucky break you got when you came back to Spain?
When I came back was 1991, and the moment I arrived I got a call from Nacho Duato, who's a worldwide well-known choreographer, Spanish choreographer. At that time he was named director of the Spanish National Dance Company, and he was looking for a resident lighting designer. So through my teacher in Yale, Jennifer Tipton, he got my number and he called me, and I accepted the position, and I was a resident lighting designer first and then technical director of the company for 6 years. After that, around 1996, I began my career as a freelance.
Dance is a very specific thing, isn't it? A very specific genre to light. What are the key considerations when you're lighting a dance piece?
Well, my aim when I do light a dance piece is to create a nice space atmospheres for the dancers to feel comfortable. And then, of course, to help the choreographer to tell the audience what he's trying to explain, to understand the story. That's correct. Because, you know, in dance there is not the word. We usually communicate through words. In dance we communicate through movement. So it's a different language, and light has to help to make that understandable.
Can you tell me a bit about the project that you're currently working on here at the Navarra University campus?
It's a show that's been commissioned by the Basque government, and it's again with the same company, with Metamorphosis dance company, which is a contemporary dance company, and it deals about a very delicate issue, especially here in the Basque country, which is terrorism. And it deals, of course, in a way of not literal, but in a way that the dance can deal with. You know, dance is a different way of communication because it doesn't use words, so it's movement. In a few moments we have the dress rehearsal, and it opens soon. And the set is fun to work with a lot of mirrors on the stage, and that's it's fun, but it's a problem also because of reflections, and but it's good. I'm having fun, having a good time.
In 1998, you founded the AAI, which is the Spanish Lighting Designers Association. What kind of led up to that? You know, why was it important at that time to do it?
And we got it together because we found that we needed to promote and dignify the role of the lighting designer in the industry. And since then, we start very few of us, but right now most of the lighting designers, Spanish lighting designers working here, are part of the association.
And you feel now also that, I'm sure that lighting designers get a lot more respect as practitioners.
Absolutely. I think that we've done as association a lot to help that situation, and we are more taking consideration right now in the industry and in the process, the creative process, the team.
Sure. And looking back over your 30-year career, in which has been really diverse and you've lit so many different productions and interesting projects, are there a couple of highlights that you could share with us?
Like working in Spain, especially in summer, there are a lot of open air locations, most of them historic locations. And working in these kind of spaces is very special in a way, because, you know, like working in a Roman theater, for example, it is difficult in a way, but in another way, you know, it's very special to be in places that has that historic charge. I remember once working in Athens in the Herodotus Atticus Theater, which is a huge Greek theater in the middle of the Acropolis. And writing cues at 3 a.m. in the morning on my own, sitting in that theater, it was almost a religious experience.
I can imagine that must be very special. Sometimes places have the power,
absolutely,
don't they, to make you feel like that.
And I remember I could feel that energy in that place.
What do you most love about your work and about the industry?
The most I love about my work is to meet interesting people and to be part of interesting projects. That's for sure.
Sure.
That's the main thing.
So you enjoy the collaboration? I
do love that. I mean, I think that's the most interesting thing in my job. As I say, I don't understand working on my own. That for me doesn't mean anything.
Why do we need lights in our lives?
Well, life is so important, I think. First of all, it makes possible to see, which is very important, and then it influences us in all aspects of our lives. You can feel very happy on a sunny morning, or you can be threatened if you are walking in a dark forest, for example. And myself, if I go to a restaurant or to a shop and it's not well lit, it doesn't appeal to me to get in. And I'm aware because I'm a professional, but I know that everybody is influenced, even not knowing. If you go to a restaurant and it's not well lit, you probably won't be back, and you don't know why, but you don't feel comfortable in that place. So it's very important.
What's great about living and working in Spain?
I love living in this country. I think I love the people, I love the food, I love the sun. My family, my friends are here, so I really enjoy. I do travel a lot, so most of the time, my spare time, I stay home and with my people. And about working is all right, it's good. Most of the time, other times it's not that good, but because I travel around, it's good. You know, I like to work everywhere.
Do you have any spare time hobbies or interests?
Music. Again, I'm simple. I love music. I love going to concerts, all kinds of gigs. I love live music. Rock, pop, jazz,
yeah.
Whatever.
What was the last gig you went to?
I went to see Rosalía. Second show of the tour, this actual tour in Seville. I was doing Traviata there at the Opera House in Seville, and Rosalía was doing a gig in a stadium, and my family came and we all went to see Rosalía.
You didn't sit there the whole gig thinking about the lighting and how you would have done it?
Not really. I tried to forget about it. I tried to enjoy the show. Not always I manage, but I tried.
Sure.